From this trap, it is impossible to escape. It does not kill the victim but holds them inside, and breaking it due to the mechanics of Minecraft is impossible. These are 5 traps in Minecraft that you may not have known about. Number 1. There are traps that attract players with their appearance. They are usually attached to structures, with the simplest structure in Minecraft being a desert well. In version 1.20, decorative items were added that players hunt for. They are dug up from suspicious sand or gravel. Once a player encounters your artificial structure, they cannot pass it by, and they fall into the trap. But you might ask how to create an exact replica of the well if we can't obtain suspicious sand or gravel. To obtain it, you need to make suspicious sand or gravel hang in a cobweb, then it will drop on its own. I recommend placing 2 to 3 suspicious blocks so that after digging up the first one, the player immediately goes for the second. At this moment, you can place a detector rail underneath or an observer, preferably an observer, because if an experienced player hears the sound of a detector rail, they will immediately grab 100 totems and most likely not die from the trap. Number 2. A trap that mentally exhausts your victim, the essence of which is the impossibility of escape. In Minecraft, there is a basic and simple mechanic. A piston extended block disrupts the process of breaking the wall of our trap. The walls will constantly move back and forth, making it impossible to do anything. Another mechanic involves making the walls of our trap out of honeycombs, since there are items in Minecraft for which there are no specific tools for collection, such as glass, sponge, and among them are also honeycombs, which are easy to make and cost less than sponges, so we use them. Their breaking time is 1.5 seconds, and during this time, the mechanism manages to move the player, thus interrupting the breaking process. But if you want to enhance the trap, you can increase this time from 1.5 seconds to 2.5 by replacing moving walls with netherite block. It may seem expensive, so let's use ancient debris instead. It can be broken with an efficiency 5 pickaxe in 2.5 seconds, which is definitely more than honeycombs. You might think that such a trap has a downside, the floor and ceiling. However, the victim cannot break either as they are constantly being pushed and cannot break blocks from below or above. End pearls won't help, especially if you make this mechanism underground. Getting into this trap is extremely easy. Make them fall into a pit by saying that your farm or warehouse is there and activate the trap. In short, I'll show you how it's done. Funnels are directed towards each other, and everything else is visible in the video. You can rebuild it exactly the same way and it will work. The last thing is to throw any item into the funnel, and voila, the trap works like clockwork. The only weakness of this trap is that you can only escape from it with a chorus fruit. But find me a person who carries such a plant with them, at least in a shulker box. Moreover, there's nowhere to put a shulker box already. Number 3. A trap from which not even the totem of undying can save you. Killing our victim will be the void in Minecraft. There is a bug that has not been fixed to this day. If a character moves a piston under the portal in the end, they will be teleported into the void and die in the end dimension. Pay attention to the coordinates where the player appears in the end dimension. They are exactly the same as where the portal in the end is located through which they are teleported. In other words, if the portal is located at coordinates 100 minus 5100, meaning in the end, the victim will appear at the same coordinates. The main bonus of this trap is that at this height in the end dimension, you cannot build, and the player starts to die there. While the end dimension is loading, they will fall even lower. In the overworld below 0 coordinates, the world continues, so it is important to find such a dungeon with the lowest coordinates underground. Essentially, this serves as a fast teleport to distant islands with a skip from the main island. But with proper use, if you deceive the victim, it turns into a harsh trap that only elytra wings can save from. Quick loading and very fast reaction are necessary. If any of these 3 things are missing, your victim will definitely die. A standard Minecraft player doesn't even have time to react and already dies in the void. And if the victim doesn't have elytra wings, then even more so. Number 4. Players in Minecraft often create underground farms connected to skeleton or zombie spawners. farmers. Descending into such a farm is often done by falling into water and ascending using a water elevator. What prevents you from placing lava on a sign at the end of the elevator? Any player ascending through water cannot swim down because bubbles do not let them in this trap. In this trap, you can feel a bit like an iron golem on an iron farm. Only the totem of undying with fire resistance can save the player. So if not lava, I recommend carefully booby-trapping around so that not even the totem can save your victim. This is the simplest trap for starting survival when your victim does not yet have top-tier armor and a bunch of totems. Number 5. This trap differs from the others in its extreme lethality. It kills the player when their world is loading and the victim cannot do anything about it. In Minecraft, there is a thing called gateways to distant end islands. Players often use elytra wings or shulker boxes, but no one flies 1,000 blocks from the central island to the end city. But I feel that after such a trap, you will start. First, you need to remove the bedrock on top of the portals. If you play on servers, bedrock is usually removed using an easy mechanism, so all portals look the same and hardly anyone will notice the trap. Drop a bunch of stalactites into the portal. If there are many portals, you can throw them into each one until the player is transferred and distant islands load quickly. The falling stalactite column quickly kills them. Not even the totem of undying can save them if you placed enough, and even netherite armor is ineffective against falling objects. Mostly only protects the player's helmet, which breaks very quickly. These were 5 Minecraft traps that you may not have known about. I hope this video brought you something new and interesting. You can support the channel by liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell to not miss new videos. You can also support me through donations. Thank you all for watching.